I don't want to do this if I don't have you, please. Please.
Stop,
Record me, I don't care. Record me, I don't care. Post it. Post it. Post it.
I'm not even recording you.
Post it. Post it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want you more.
Hey, stop. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I need you! Take me back! Please! I'm going crazy! Please! 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 Walter! Please! 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 Please!
Can you please stop acting like that?
This is what happens when you do not date emotionally mature women. I can assure you this is not the first time that she's thrown a tantrum. But this, however, is the first time that her tantrum hasn't worked out in her favor. And the fact that she's throwing this many tantrums to try and get back with him means that she did something that she would hope he forgave her for, but he clearly didn't. And now she's facing the consequences of her actions. But this is the issue with men. You settle for anything. You should definitely not be settling for women who are emotionally immature just because they're attractive. Or else you end up with situations like this.
What benefits do you get from having him as a friend?
So the benefits that I get is like he can tell me like what guys are into me and what guys aren't.
What benefits does he get from having you as a friend?
All right, it's you.
Different perspectives. Every person is different. People are just people. If we like the same things, why can't we be friends? It doesn't matter who you are or what you are.
If somebody tried to rob you right now, do you expect him to try and step in?
I feel like because he is my friend 100%.
If he's gonna risk his life for you, what do you think would be an equal benefit for him having you as a friend?
I don't even know how to answer the question right now because like I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Like I said, I don't look at it like that. I do for you what I would do for anybody. Me, it makes no difference who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get any benefit with being friends with her if I was friends with you.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with what he said. There's no issue with being friends with the woman, so to speak. You don't need to have this tangible benefits by being friends with the woman. Just like you don't need to have a tangible benefits by being friends with the guy. You don't need to be like, well, she's my friend, so she sleeps with me. That's the benefit I have with having friendship with her. A simple benefit that you could have is simply peace of mind or enjoying the time you spend with her. That is a benefit that justifies your friendship. However, there are two things you need to make sure of if you want to actually have a good friendship with a woman. One is you need to make sure that you're not being used by this woman. You're not being manipulated. You're not being used for validation, free meals. You know, when she's bored, she uses you as her entertainment. That is not a genuine friendship. That is just her using you for fun. Make sure that you're not being used for her entertainment and benefit. Secondly is if you were initially interested in this girl, if you had romantic feelings for her and you're only her friend because she turned you down or she told you that it would be better if y'all just remain friends, if that's the case, then simply move on. Do not be friends with her. Because your view of her is not going to change. You'll still have romantic feelings. You'll still be interested in her. And you'll just be hoping that one day she changes her viewpoint of view. And instead she'll continue getting into relationships with other guys, introducing you as just her friend, and you'll be in the background simply waiting for her to give you a chance that never really comes. So if you're interested in a girl and you make a move on her and she tells you that it's better y'all just remain friends, say no, go the other way, and do not be friends with her. Simple.
Why are men afraid to open up to their woman?
Because men are afraid to open up to their women because they have been trained that it's not safe to do so.
Trained.
Women, yes, they have been groomed and trained by their past experiences and relationships with women that it's not safe to be vulnerable because a woman will throw it back in their face. I just did that video about how Shaquille O'Neal and Country Wayne were talking about how you can't ever be down to your woman. And the responses in the comments, and I was like, no, a man should be able to open up. There were so many men that were like, although this is a great thought, this is not how it is.
And it's funny because K. Michelle literally just did a post saying that how she feels like she's the man in the relationship if her man ever cries in front of her. I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, how dare you?
That's why men don't feel safe to be vulnerable.
It takes a lot for a man to finally open up to a woman. It takes a lot for a man to put down these walls of like masculinity of being a man to be vulnerable to his woman. So if he does that and you either do not take it seriously or make fun of it or throw it back in his face in the future, then he will never open up to you ever again. You will look at it as just one simple mistake, but for him, it's one too many. And not only do you mess it up for yourself, you mess it up for any other woman who you could be in a relationship with in the future. So if a man opens up to you, understand how much it is that he is actually entrusting you with his emotions. The current climate of women is just weird because they want this ideal masculine man who they can count on, who can protect them. And they also theoretically want that man to be vulnerable, but the moment he is vulnerable, it sort of damages the masculine image that they had of him. It's really weird.
Okay, but that's not the
But
same.
that's not the same. Okay,
It's
can
not the
you
same.
can you